Hello, welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate and I'm thankful to have you here for today's pick a card reading. We're going to be looking at a no contact or minimal contact situation, and we're going to see what your person's honest thoughts and feelings for you are right now. So there will be an extended reading as well. It's going to be different for each pile based on what comes through. So if you guys really do feel like it is your reading, then check out the extended if you feel like it. But for this reading, there will be an energy check-in, and we will be seeing how you currently think and feel about this person, where you're at with the connection. So hopefully that can help you guys feel more confident that you picked the right pile. And of course, if it doesn't resonate, please don't force it to fit. So there are 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Heart in the Hands Tarot with this black rutile point. For pile number 2, we have the Apparition Tarot with this rainbow fluorite. For pile number 3, we have the Moonchild Tarot with this black obsidian point. So go ahead and take whatever time you need to tune into which pile you're feeling the most drawn to. Again, the energy check-in should be there to help you guys verify your choice. And if it doesn't resonate, you might want to pick another pile. I'll have these decks linked down below. I'll have the extended readings. I will have any information about me in case you guys are curious. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the black rutile point and the Heart in the Hands Tarot, this is going to be a reading where we're looking into a connection where there's minimal or no contact, and we're just going to be checking in and seeing what your person is currently thinking, feeling about you and the connection. So before we get into that, I am going to look at your current thoughts and feelings about this, and this is going to serve as an energy check-in. So hopefully this will give you a better idea of whether or not this reading is about someone that you're curious about. So for pile number 1, how would they tell me they're feeling and thinking about this connection right now? Where are they at with it? Where's pile number 1? Okay, we have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Six of Wands in the reverse. 6 of Cups in the reverse, which makes sense, especially for a reading like this. Okay, can we clarify the 4 of Wands? Okay, we have the Sun in reverse. Can we clarify the King of Swords in reverse? 2 of Cups in the reverse. And then can we clarify the 6 of Wands also in the reverse? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. And then the 6 of Cups, please, in the reverse. All right, we have the High Priestess. 10 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. Okay. Let me get a sip of water. So I feel like it's almost like the message is just very instantly clear, but there's a little bit of nuance to get into. But I do feel like with this like 2 of Cups here in reverse and the 4 of Wands, it's almost like there's clearly a lack of harmony, not being on the same page with this person. Definitely with the King of Swords in reverse. I mean, that makes a lot of sense since it's like no contact. I'm almost just trying not to say the obvious, which is that there's not a lot of clarity between the 2 of you guys right now. I feel like you might be feeling like this person isn't acknowledging you right now, or yeah, it's like I feel like you're feeling unseen by this person, and I feel like you, with the Ace of Wands here, I feel like there had been at one point a lot of passion between the two of you. Some of you guys might be wondering if this was a situation where you weren't listening to your intuition because of sort of like the passion here. I feel like some of you guys are really questioning whether or not, questioning what caused the breakdown here of like not being on the same page. And for some of you, it feels like you guys might feel that either your past with your family or this person's past with their family is something that got in the way of the connection, or it's like thinking about the past. It just feels like there's something that from that blocked this connection that was rooted in the past is how it feels. And so I feel like you would explain that to me and say, it feels like a lot of this is around each of your guys' relationship with what long-term family looks like, with the 10 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. And it maybe you guys just weren't able to get on the same page around what your futures looked like or what you guys both wanted. The King of Swords can also be a very closed off mindset. And so you might feel like this person had a very fixed view when it came to what family is, or like what relationships are, what long-term situations are, or something. It's almost like there's rigid beliefs here, rooted in past experiences with your own family or childhood. And it feels like that's something that got in the way of the natural connection between the two of you. Let me just straighten this out a little bit. Because with the High Priestess in reverse, it's like you feel like there's something that blocks the flow of the connection. But it's almost like there is this intuitive, passionate connection between the two of you. But it's almost like when we start thinking about relationships more, we start thinking about things more mentally, or like our past situations, if we start reflecting on that a lot. And maybe both of you guys like have certain past situations that didn't work out that still kind of weigh heavily on you, that block your intuition in this situation. And so I feel like you might even think both of you guys did this in the situation, where it's like you weren't able to be positive and optimistic about the connection, or they weren't, or both of you guys were not able to feel confident that this is something that could support you guys. And so it just almost feels like, although there was this connection and like this passion between the two of you and things did feel right, it just feels like it got more confusing when things needed to become maybe more serious, or it was where we're figuring out like, what is this relationship? Where are we going? I feel like that's when things started to get confusing and people stopped listening to their intuition. And this is where I feel that the past may have gotten in the way, or like people may have gotten in their head, especially. And with the Four of Wands in reverse, it's like each of you guys, or maybe this person or you, either way, you guys might be mirroring each other as well. Maybe didn't have the most supportive environment growing up. And so I'm hearing like tainted love right now. And I'm hearing like shot through the heart and you're to blame, you give love a bad name. And it's not saying that this is how they feel about you or you feel about them. It's just almost like you guys have sort of a viewpoint on love that can be sort of from old conditioning. And so it's like when there's this fresh new beginning, it's almost hard for it to materialize and ground because of these rigid beliefs. And it just feels like not being on the same page. Like we can't get on the same page. And it's like there just may have been like conflict I'm not necessarily even getting conflict. I'm more just getting like a lack of optimism and like a lack of open-mindedness that things could work out, and kind of just feeling like it's doomed or something, or yeah, it's just like an overly depressed outlook as well. And so and this might be where you guys are at right now. Like you guys might just be feeling like frustrated by it's giving I'm in a dream and I can't run, you know? It's like this feeling of like it just feels like it could work, or like it doesn't make exact sense why it's so hard to make this work, but for some reason it has been. And I'm just seeing that it has a lot to do with, yeah, look at this, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's like almost like not knowing how to work together. And maybe each of you have, and like this might be something, I don't know if like you guys will admit this, but maybe each of you have a little bit of a stubbornness when it comes to like your vision of the future, or like what you want for yourself. And so it's like it was hard for you guys to kind of make room for the other person, where each person is able to have their values and the way they approach things honored. Like it may have been that there was like a clash in that, if anything, or like it might be that the way that this person would feel comfortable moving forward in a connection is something that triggers your past, and then vice versa. It might be something that you wanted from this person in order to make like a more solid partnership. And it feels like this is something that maybe didn't ground, or it was really hard to ground this connection. And yeah, there could have been a lot of insecurities as well, but like I'm just getting this energy of it's like hard for us to work towards the common good of each other, or to really see. Yeah, I'm with the Ten of Swords here. Yeah, this is so interesting. It's like there's this feeling of it's hard for me to believe we're really going to be a team, and the energy and cooperation that I put in towards this is going to be building something that I believe in for the both of us. It's almost like each of you have a more individualistic way of viewing relationships, and I feel like this could come from like a number of different things from your childhood. Like, you know what I mean? It could have just been that each of you didn't have balance and mutual benefit and support shown to you. So it's almost like it feels like the relationship itself, once we move past the initial attraction, it kind of becomes like it's like seeing your partner more as an opponent rather than someone that's truly there to succeed with you. It's almost like we're on different teams is how it feels. And it's like you maybe consciously didn't think that, and I doubt that this person would consciously think that, but that's just almost how it feels. And it feels like it's rooted in past. It's like you guys are trying to keep yourselves safe. And it feels like the more you give in to another person's way, it's almost like you feel like you're taking a step closer to some sort of unsupportive environment that you grew up in, if that makes sense. So it's almost like, and it's requiring you guys then to face whatever is in your past that makes you feel triggered, where maybe we don't need to be so rigid about certain things, you know, or maybe we do need to recognize where some of our past is still impacting the way we view relationships, the way we're comfortable moving forward in them. And I feel like this relationship is something that really brought that to the surface for both of you guys. Yeah, because it's almost like this feeling of neither of you guys want this, or like it doesn't feel, I feel like both of you guys honestly are still thinking back to this, or still like care about it and feel frustrated by the non-victory, I guess. And I feel like with the High Priestess in reverse, it's like it's this blockage within self almost that creates this distance. And I feel like it's highlighting that. It's almost like where it's coming from this energy of from the past, when you have to adapt to certain circumstances that are challenging, and it makes it so it's hard to trust yourself. Even it's like each of you even struggle to trust yourself, and like struggle to trust that you can trust your feelings about something, or that if you know that you're safe in a way. It's almost like each of you don't necessarily feel safe to really trust the other person. And it's almost like this energy of I mainly trust myself, which is a good thing. And it comes from the resilience probably both you guys have had to have, but it's now creating an energy of making it hard for there to be harmonious partnership. And this could be more on one person's end than the other. So some of you guys are feeling like I have made every attempt to meet this person halfway and, you know, be compromised in a sense. And they are being extremely rigid. It could be that one person's being really rigid, but it just feels like it's causing an overall dynamic like this. And so don't take it on if that's not your situation. It's just that that's coming through for at least one of you guys. And I feel like you guys would feel overall, I don't know how much you would say about what I just said, but I do feel like you guys would say it's like you guys can't get on the same page. And even though there was that passion, it's like, I don't get why we can't just move. Like, why does it have to be so hard in a way? And it's like, because, and I'm getting this answer from Spirit, it's like, it's so hard in a way because each of you have a I'm keep hearing each of you. So like, I don't know, take it if it resonates, or maybe it's just your person, but it's like, there's almost this energy of, it's really hard to put my finger on this, but because it's so subconscious. It's like this subconscious feeling of, I don't feel safe, but I don't really know why I don't feel safe. And so even though there isn't like evidence in front of me, I feel like I almost feel more comfortable when I do something to sabotage the connection or to not move forward with it. It's almost like that feels more comfortable to me. And it's just like this feeling of it's a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy going on where you're kind of expecting that a person's going to disappoint you, or that a person is going to do said thing that happened to you in the past. And even if they haven't done that, you're still feeling like that will happen. And so it's creating this lack of trust and willingness to just be on the same page. And that's what I'm picking up on. But anyways, so let me just make sure I'm recording. Okay, cool. So for pile number 1, how is their person currently thinking and feeling about the connection with them? All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Star. We have Justice. Okay, I'm liking this energy that's coming through. So we have Aquarius energy with the Star, Libra with Justice, which is interesting because it's like Libra really represents relationships and balance and each side having equal weight. And so it's interesting to me. But okay, can we clarify the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? We have the 8 of Wands. Can we clarify the 9 of Wands? We have the Page of Cups in reverse, or Princess of Cups. In reverse, we have the Star. Can we clarify the Star? We have the Magician. Okay. Can we clarify Justice? 10 of Pentacles. Okay. 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so there could have been like a breakup here too. But yeah, 2 of Wands underneath that. So what's really interesting actually about your person's energy, they are feeling truly like this is a very like missed opportunity for them. This person's really wanting things to, they want there to be justice in the situation in a way where things balance out. I feel like this person actually really does want things to balance out, and I'm getting like the future just with the Star here. I do feel like this person, yeah, I'm getting this energy of them shifting out of this sort of I'm hearing woe is me, or like there's a certain card coming through in an oracle deck that I'm seeing, which is this energy of why. And so I feel like this person's really questioning themselves right now and wondering why why this happened. So I feel like this person is actually in a lot of reflection about the connection and like what went wrong or why you guys haven't been on the same page. And I feel like there's this frustration that they have with themselves, where it's something about emotional immaturity and maybe even like a dispersal of energy. Like with the 8 of Wands here, it's almost like this energy of being all over the place or moving really quickly, but then that making them less like resilient or Yeah, it's like the spiritual warrior is the Nine of Wands. And so I feel like there's this energy of your person wanting to heal this part of them that doesn't fight for things or doesn't feels that all is lost, especially with the Star and the Nine of Wands. It's like if these two cards were in reverse, there would be this feeling of what's the point anyways, or like I don't see how there could be a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't have the energy. I don't have the strength to imagine that things can get better. And so I feel like there's almost this energy where maybe your person in the past has lost certain opportunities. Maybe number one, because they didn't move forward with them. It could be that they don't move forward with certain things or that they miss opportunities because they are distracting themselves and not focusing on planting something in the ground, not focusing on the commitment. It's like this lack of commitment energy with the Ace of Pentacles here. And I feel I'm getting this energy of like the lack of commitment coming from, sorry, I need a sip of water. This feeling that there's an avoidance of responsibility, but it's coming through as this person, I feel like misses opportunities in their life where they could grow or like it could bring a lot of benefit to them because there's this fear of or like this lack of belief in self and almost this energy that they have within themselves that tells them that they don't have everything they need to have a successful outcome. And so it's this energy of failing before you start, or yeah, this fear of failure that I think your person is really thinking about when it comes to the connection with you. And I feel like there's this energy of like, what holds me back? And yeah, because I just don't think that this person feels like there's been justice in the situation. And I feel like in the past, let's say that something similar happened where there was a missed opportunity with you or a missed opportunity with something that was important or something that they felt passionate about, something that they cared about. They may have talked themselves out of it or told themselves like it wouldn't work out anyways, or who am I to kind of rise up to that, or I'm not good enough for that yet, or it's not my time yet, or there's just kind of like a lot of excuses is what I'm getting as to why we're not going to move forward with like the Two of Wands or Two of Swords, like a lot of indecision that I feel like your person deals with. Yeah, and kind of this like idea that things are going to go wrong, so why try anyways, or yeah, it's like why would it's like almost a fear of commitment that comes from not believing that you're going to have a successful outcome. And this person maybe has been able to get away in the past with reasoning why they missed out on things or why they let go of things, why they didn't move forward or push themselves. They always had an excuse in the past. But I feel like in this situation, it's really hard for them to actually lie to themselves about it, or they're seeing their own immaturity. And I even feel like it's triggering them to think about past situations. And it's like they're kind of having a little bit of an ego death with themselves, because I feel like they may have not wanted to see this part of themselves that maybe doesn't always do the right thing. Like there's this energy of, oh, maybe I am the problem. But in the past, I didn't want to see that I was the problem because I had all these excuses for the situation as to why the situation was the problem, or I reasoned my way into not moving forward. And I'm hearing the word coward. And I feel like this person feels like a coward right now, because they can't really honestly be honest with themselves as to what was wrong with the situation with you. You know what I mean? Or like what they just don't really feel. They almost feel like they're the reason why you guys weren't on the same page. They feel like they may have caused this. There is some energy coming through like that. And I do feel like you're really getting this person to think about their future a lot more seriously, and to think about why this person hasn't been taking their future seriously, or why they haven't really been worrying about the consequences of their actions, or like it's almost this energy of this whole relationship feels like it's calling them out in a way, because it's making them see certain things about themselves. It's making them see that the weight is actually on them. There's a lot on them that they could do with the star here internally. And the magician is all about your own power and understanding that you are an important player in your life. And if you're not in that front seat, you're gonna be a cause of why you miss certain things, or you're gonna be a cause of why things don't happen. And I feel like in the past they haven't wanted to see how maybe they were playing a bigger role in that than they realized. And I think that's a hard look at this person, or a hard look for this. That's just not even a sentence. It's hard for this person to see that it's their own healing and internal strength and resilience that's been lacking, that's been stopping them from being on their highest path or pushing themselves to be the best person that they can be. And I feel like this person has been, maybe for a while, just not really living in a way that they weren't truly being their best self or pushing themselves to be as best as they could. And that is a hard pill for this person to swallow, because I don't think they've liked to think of themselves that way. And I'm even hearing that it's like they might have had different like tactics to distract themselves from this truth, where, like, for example, they might have said it's the wrong time. And this could be with you or with other situations in their life. Like, it could be that, they have too much going on, so they have too much on their plate, so they can't like focus on this. Or I'm just getting a lot of excuses as to why I'm not being someone that's like committed to myself. And it's like this lack of commitment to maybe other things is the root of it is this lack of commitment this person has to themselves. And they haven't been able to see that. And so they're just having this moment of like, wow, like it's really me. Like this person is, I think, for one of the first times really seeing how it really is them that needs to grow up. It's them that needs to take control and charge of their own life. It's almost like this person's realizing no one's going to come in and save them. They have to recognize the power that they already have to heal, to make things better. This person may have had a small like victim mentality where, yeah, it's really coming through like that, where you can just get caught up in that and there's no judgment for it. But there is this feeling that they've kind of been able to live for a while, feeling that maybe certain missed opportunities or things not going right in their life had nothing to do with them, or it's just like they felt like they didn't see their own role in that, is just really what I'm getting. And because of that, they may have felt that someone, they're going to have a savior or something, because or a rescuer. It's like they might have, expected that rescuer, but they're just kind of realizing I have to step up and take responsibility if I want this 10 of Pentacles outcome. If I want this happy future, which I do, which I know I do want this. So it's like, if I know that I do want this picture of a really abundant, beautiful, like future, if I like, my actions have to be in alignment with that. Like I have to live in alignment with that outcome, or else it's not going to happen. And it's just like, that's the obvious reality. But this person had not been really seeing that clearly until now. And I think they're really realizing that their actions have weight. It's like justice is all about karma and understanding that you reap what you sow, and understanding that your actions have consequences and you are responsible. You not only are you responsible, but you're powerful, And so it's like this person had been giving their power away, but also, just being in this sort of lower version of themselves, where it's like they're just not really admitting that it is something they could have done better. It is something that they could work on within themselves. That is why things didn't work out. That is why things didn't move forward. it's not the relationship's fault. It isn't someone else's fault, you know? That's really what I'm getting here. In this situation, they feel that they can't blame you. They can't say, oh, well, this didn't work out, or I'm going to give up because this reason or that reason, something external. It's like, no, I did this. Like, I couldn't meet this person. That's so interesting. But I feel like this is a really, this is a good thing for this person, because I think you're this like positive lesson for them of coming out of just reacting to what's happening to you and understanding your role to create what you want. And that's actually in the long run going to be a beautiful thing for this person, because yeah, sorry, I'm getting this energy that's just coming through quickly where it's like this person could easily not prioritize something that's really important to them. Like, let's say that there's like, here we have the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. If we're trying to build up the 10 of Pentacles, but in life, we don't even recognize when we're getting an offering or an opportunity to plant a seed that's going to grow into the 10 of Pentacles. If we don't get that we actually have to plant that opportunity, that's actually the only way, you're not going to have this then. And so it's like, that's what this person is realizing. It's like, they have to take life more seriously a little bit. Like, they have to really think about what they want for the future and, you know, take action on the things that are important, or else you're going to be in this stuck place where you're not growing internally or externally. And it's like, if this person's been unhappy with their external reality, there's this realization that has a lot to do with their internal space and how they've been living their life, and, you know, just their whole self-concept. Very interesting. So what they're thinking, they're having like all these revelations. In the extended reading, I want to look at let's look at what they would say to you if they were being really honest with you. Let's look at what they want at this point. Like, what do they want when it comes to the connection with you? What is their ideal outcome? And then I just want to see if there's like any next actions. Is this person going to reach out to you? I want to see if that's likely to happen in the next 3 months or the near future. And then we'll finish off with guidance for you. And for the guidance, I really want to focus on, for the meantime, what are you meant to be learning from this connection? What could be, what sort of lesson is in it for you? What can you gain from this connection while it's maybe still in limbo or in this no contact situation? There's also this energy of your person almost thinking that they were this strong, powerful person, but that's where their ego is coming into play. It's like they had not been really honest with themselves about who they really are. Like, it's almost like, I'm trying to put this in words, it's like they had no idea. It's like they really didn't have an inner awareness of these types of things. Like, they didn't really question themselves this deeply until now. And I think this is a really good thing for this person, because they're just real. They feel a little bit like a facade, or they definitely feel they want to be the real deal, is what I'm hearing. Is like they know that they want to be seen as this powerful person, that they know they want to be seen as that. Their ego wants to be this 10 of Pentacles powerful person that creates the life that they want, that's in control, that takes the lead in their own life, that does the right thing. That's how their ego wants to see themselves. But they're realizing that that's not really true, and you actually have to vibrationally be that internally in order to actually be that. And there's no shortcuts. There's no other way to go about it. And they're definitely not going to get there if they're actually this Page of Cups in reverse, you know? And I just think this has been a rude awakening for this person, truly, which is good. Okay. Can we clarify what pile number one's person's honest thoughts and feelings are right now? Yeah, we have appreciation. It's like gratitude. It's like realizing what's right in front of you. Not feeling like you always want something else to fulfill you. It's like this person kind of lived their life in this way that was like this empty hole a little bit. Like something's gonna come in and fulfill me. Something's gonna come in. It's really giving that sense of once I have this partner, once I have this job, once I have this house, once I have this car, once I blah, 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 blah. And so I'm always looking for the next shiny thing. I'm always doing that, but I'm not even understanding that the real process to this 10 of Pentacles is internal. And it starts with my mindset right now. It starts with seeing what's right in front of me. There's this energy of the grass is greener on the other side, or I'm never enough. I don't have enough. I need to acquire more externally. But no, it's like it's internal is what this person is realizing. Yeah, we have Angel of Strength. It's, yes, 100%. And I feel like you guys might be very strong people. I think you've inspired this person as well, like with the star. And like, I feel like that's why I feel like you're the real deal is what I'm getting when it comes to embodying this energy. And I feel like next to you, they can't pretend anymore. Like, yeah, because you do the work. You know, you don't feel like a victim. You take the lessons as they come. And yeah, so they think of you this way. They think you've inspired them, that you're a little bit of a muse or an inspiration. It also causes some shame as well. We have a woman holding a heart here in the reverse. Could you clarify? Yeah, we have door to personal healing and happiness, 100%. And then second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Yeah, okay. And I'm seeing here with like a woman holding a heart in reverse. I feel like this person is realizing if this person at all tried to project that you are the toxic one, this person might have initially wanted to think that you were somehow emotionally manipulative, or they may have, and this could be something that this person does because this is a very like avoidant tactic, is to find something wrong with the person, to not have to face your own issues or your own fears, or maybe your own inadequacies even, like, or your own fear of vulnerability. Like there's a million things, your fear of failure. It's like, oh no, I don't have a fear of failure. It's not that I don't want to work on myself. It's not that I'm actually not having the courage in the situation. It's actually that this person had this wrong, or it's just blame. It's this energy of being outward facing, of like it's someone else's fault. It's situational. It's not me, with door to personal healing and happiness. And what this person is realizing, it is them. Like literally, it's personal healing and happiness. It's no one else holds that door for them. And I feel like even maybe this person, again, like expected someone to heal them, or it's not that they maybe consciously did, it's just subconsciously. Because they were not seeing it's on them. And I just feel that there's no way of seeing this as something that is on you. That's the best way I could describe it. And then I feel like with the second chakra here, this person is realizing and feeling like there's this huge blockage when it comes to their emotional self. Like the second chakra is a very feminine energy, but it's like it's the creativity source within us. It's the energy of desire and going after what you desire, feeling worthy. I feel like a lot of shame can sit here too. And so it's almost like all of the things that block our emotions or block us from flowing easily with that feminine sort of creative force of like, this is how I feel. I'm going to create with the feminine force of like feeling, in a sense. And they're realizing this is them. Like no matter, maybe in the past they had people that they dated where they could feel that it was on them, or like maybe it mirrored them, that like other people had sort of an out of whack emotional space, so they didn't see how their own emotional space was blocked. because this can go in two ways with when a chakra is blocked, it's either overactive or underactive. And I feel like this person had an underactive chakra, but they may have had people that had an overactive chakra where like they would be overly emotional, overly attached, like expecting someone else to regulate their emotions for them. They may have experienced that, and that may also be sort of a wound for them as well that blocks them from emotional intimacy with others, because maybe they had for some of them a mom, it could be a dad with more feminine energy, but it's coming through as a woman. Could be a past relationship, but it's this energy of manipulating through emotions, or yeah, like not taking responsibility for your own emotions. And this person had this distrust with feminine energy because they felt that it's going to take advantage of them if they open up to it. It's almost like they see intimacy as a burden. They had like an enmeshment trauma. They had someone that involved them in their problems emotionally. Or yeah, like there's just a vibe of like a lack of boundaries when it comes to the emotional self. Yeah, I'm getting actually this whole picture about this person, and I feel like in their past, like I feel like their second chakra got blocked, where they're able to tune into their own emotions and choose what they want in life. This can also be the energy of people pleasing, or like letting people pass up your boundaries and ignoring your needs. I feel like this person maybe even struggled with that. And so they may have had like relationships where they lose themselves in the relationship because they are used to this model of relating to others emotionally, where it's about the other person's emotions and helping regulate that person's emotions. And so they've abandoned themselves through that. And so I just feel like that's just interesting for you guys to know. I think that that's something that is helpful for you guys to understand. But I feel like with Angel of Strength here, it's like, you're this angel of strength. Like, you're not this woman, you're not trying to manipulate them with your emotions. You know you're responsible for your own emotions. And it's almost like, let's say you are in tune with your emotions though, and so you do express yourself emotionally, that could be triggering for this person, because they might feel that that's an obligation to them, or that's some sort of like commitment, or some sort of burden, like an expectation being put on them, like they have to respond in a certain way or something. Like, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, this person has been really made to feel like it's other people's emotions are their responsibility, and so it's made it hard for them to focus on their own emotional self. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. But yeah, with Journey in Reverse, I feel like this is more reflecting just like the way that they feel they may have like held themselves back from opportunities, or not really been on their growth journey in a way. Yeah, and so I feel like this person could have a tendency, like when things are getting emotional or more emotionally intense, they start to feel anxious or like trapped. And I just think this relationship is causing them to face that, because I think at the end of the day, that wasn't your energy. And I think they're having to understand like what a healthy second chakra looks like. Yeah. So, okay, that's what I'm getting for you guys. So I'm going to take it into the extended now. We're going to, again, what are we doing? I'll probably have to like listen back, but we'll be looking at what this person would say to you if they're being honest. We'll pull message cards if I can find them. We'll be looking at what they want as of now when it comes to this connection. And we'll be looking at any next actions, what energy they're going to be in, if they're going to like contact you the next 3 months, and then advice for you guys. So should be a pretty good, deep, informative reading. If you guys do want to join me, thank you to everyone who does support me through those. I really appreciate it. But if you found any value in this, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment. I appreciate every person that interacts with my channel. So thank you so much for doing that. And I hope to connect with you again soon. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you guys chose the Rainbow Fluorite and the Apparition Tarot, This is going to be a reading where we're going to be looking at a certain connection that you have. It could be minimal contact to no contact. And I actually already filmed your guys' pile, but I wanted to come back to the start and let you guys know that this was a reading where Spirit wanted me to read both perspectives of each person. And so it could be because the message is, there could be multiple sides of the party coming to the reading. That's probably the case. So I would say that if it originally sounds like I'm describing potentially your person's point of view, just stick with it because I'm going to go back and forth. But if it sounds like you couldn't understand how your person would feel that way, or it's just not your point of view during the energy check-in, it might not be your pile, but I just wanted to say that I will go into both perspectives and switch between them just because that was how it came through. So just wanted to give you guys a little heads up that that's the format for this reading. So we're going to start off with an energy check-in just to see how you are thinking and feeling about this connection, where you're at with this. So what would pile number 2 tell me if they were talking to me about this? What would they say about their perspective, thoughts, and feelings on the connection? There will be an extended reading as well, so if you do really feel like it's resonating and you want to go a little deeper, I'll be getting into the extended topic a little bit later, depending on what comes through in this part. So how would pile number 2 describe this situation with this person? Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles here in the reverse. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. King of Cups, also in reverse. We have the Devil. I have to put something in front of this. 1 second. Okay, so we have the Devil, Capricorn energy coming through. For some of you, I'm just getting a message. This doesn't have to be it, but this could be someone that you did work with, just with the 8 of Pentacles and the Capricorn energy. But it definitely doesn't have to be the case. Can we clarify 8 of Pentacles in reverse? We have Death in reverse. Yeah, okay, so I was picking up just with the Devil and Death. I'm really feeling like this is someone maybe from your past that you would tell me, like, I don't know why I can't let go of them, or I'm having a hard time moving on from the situation, or it's like this person, even though it didn't work out, or it didn't manifest in the physical for a lot of you, there's this feeling of attachment that you have. With the King of Cups in reverse, this could have been someone who never really told you how they felt about you. Okay, can we clarify the 6 of Cups in reverse? There's a sense here of you guys telling me, like, you know that this is something that maybe is not good for you, or something, like, you know that this person maybe is more immature than you. You know that this is from your past, or it's something that, you know, holds you back in some way. Like, I feel that you guys would say, you know, that it's this frustrating thing for you. But for whatever reason, you guys feel like you, like, feel somewhat bound to this person. Can we clarify 6 of Cups here in the reverse? We have the Empress. Can we clarify the King of Cups in reverse? 4 of Swords in reverse. Can we clarify the Devil, please? We have Strength. All right, 2 of Pentacles in reverse here also. Temperance. Okay, I feel like this is someone that did not prioritize you in their life. This is someone who did not show up for your worth. It feels like there's a wound here. It feels like this person still has something from you, or it's like you feel like this person has like a piece of you in some way. And so I feel like we have strength here. So this is Leo energy as well. You guys also might just be the type of people that are like very loyal to a fault, or like ride or die kind of people. I just feel like this is someone that you prioritize, someone that you cared a lot about. But at the end of the day, I just feel like this person didn't come through for you, or didn't put in the time of day, didn't make you a priority. But it's like, why can't I still let go of it then? I know I'm better than this. I know I'm worth more than this, is like what you would say with the Empress. And with the Four of Swords in reverse, there is this feeling of like this situation, I think it's like a burden more than anything. Or I feel like it's something that you just want to heal from. Like, I feel like you would want closure, or just something that could give you peace of mind about the situation. Yeah, and with strength here, I feel like again, like there's this part of you, and I'm just looking at this like bound person that's in the second one. Here, I'm just going to cover this just to be, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I feel like this could be the kind of person that in moments of weakness, you might like drift back to them. Maybe you like reach out to them, or there's like this part of you that still wants them. But it's like every time you do that, it takes you out of your energy, or just, it's like when you guys are feeling exhausted, or you have, when something else is going on in your life where your strength is low, I feel like this could be someone that you still think of or go back to in some way, even though they don't prioritize you, is what I'm feeling. And it's kind of this feeling of like, I know this isn't good for me. I know that this person is like, just, it's like a moment of weakness kind of person. And I feel like it degrades your sense of self-worth every time you give this energy, because you know you're better than it, but there's still this party that like it has a hard time letting go of it. So definitely in the extended, I want to get into more of like guidance for you on this, or maybe what you need to hear about it to give you a little more peace of mind. But I feel like that's how I would describe it. So hopefully that gives you some information. Yeah, and also with the Devil here, like that's why it's also coming through that it's like a behavior, or like a person situation that just, you know, isn't good for you, and you're gonna feel bad after it. You're gonna feel drained, or you're gonna feel hurt by something, but it's just too hard to let go of. Yeah. Or it's like you might know this isn't working. This is someone, well, I guess this is minimal contact to no contact. So I was going to say, if you guys are like with this person, it could be a situation where you like know it isn't good for you, but you are having a hard time walking away from it. All right, so let's see this person's thoughts and feelings about you. I'm going to get a cup of tea and I'll be right back. Okay, so I also am getting that this could be, just with the King of Cups in reverse, like you guys also just might be feeling like you don't really know. I already said this, but there's a strong sense of, I don't really know why I feel attached to this person, when I know that it doesn't work or something, or like there's, you know, keeps you attached maybe to an older version of yourself. Okay, how is this person, pile number 2 is in no contact with, what are their current thoughts and feelings about the connection? All right, with the 7 of Wands. The King of Swords in reverse. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. Five of Swords. For some of you, if this isn't someone that treated you poorly, I'm wondering if this is someone that maybe you guys feel like you could have treated better. It's one of those. Because maybe you didn't prioritize this person. And it's like maybe even though you didn't prioritize this person, you don't know why you can't let go of them, or you still feel attached, or like like there's this feeling here of like, I don't even want to make something work maybe with this person, but I still think of them. Overall, I'm just going to say that the energy check-in really is around this feeling of there's a relationship that I feel like weirdly attached to. For whatever reason, it isn't practical because I don't prioritize it or they don't prioritize it. But for some reason, I still feel attached to it. So, okay, can we clarify the Seven of Wands? With the Page of Wands. We clarify the King of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups. We clarify the Four of Wands in reverse. We have Strength in reverse as well. Again. We clarify the Five of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Four of Pentacles. Okay, there's a defensive energy coming from this person. That's what made me question whether or not whether maybe you guys feel stuck on this because you feel like you could have treated this person better, or maybe you didn't know your feelings at the time, or it could have been a situation where it's like from the past and you wish you put energy into it, or you wish that you would have worked on it. But maybe you weren't in touch with your emotions at that time. Yeah, so you might have dropped the ball on it or not given it the attention that it deserves. Okay, so see, it's hard because depending on those two options, they're so different that I would read it slightly different depending on what your stance is in the connection. But I'm hearing I Can't Love You in the Dark by Adele. So I feel like this person, they feel a need to be guarded toward you. Like they feel like they need to protect themselves because I don't think this person feels that this was a supportive relationship or something. If anything, it might have been a relationship that caused them, like I was saying almost in the beginning, like the way that I thought you were feeling about it is like the way that this person is feeling more than anything, is like this sense of like that could have just been the overall dynamic. But God, you guys, sorry, I'm getting confused because I don't know which person you are, because I think I just described an overall dynamic where there's a connection, there's two people in the connection. One person maybe wasn't in touch with their emotions, didn't prioritize it. The other person feels also attached, because I feel like both people feel attached to the connection, but one person that doesn't feel like the other person cares as much about them. One of the people here feels like this person doesn't even care about them, didn't prioritize them, didn't treat them at their worth. But it's like something that they fall back towards sometimes in a moment of weakness, in their opinion. So, I mean, I'm not exactly sure which person. Yeah, we have the Devil as well. I'm picking up that this person, okay, here I am. So I believe that you guys, the way Spirit's giving it to me is that you guys are the people that maybe didn't put the work in for the connection, because that's just what's coming through. So with the Seven of Wands here, there's a very defensive energy where this person is very committed to not letting whatever you think about them knock them off their pedestal. Like, this person feels like they're in a confident energy where they're sort of optimistic about life. I feel like this person with the Ace of Cups here, I feel like it's representing a sense of like self-love and abundance and just newness, like opportunities, and just like this energy of sort of being unstoppable and having the world ahead of them. And I feel like this person maybe feels that your perspective on them is something that made them feel small. And like, that might be hard to hear, especially, I mean, I just imagine it'd be hard to hear. But I do think that this person has felt abandoned by you. And I feel like this person has struggled a wound from that, or has, like, your abandonment is something that did cause, or like lack of, abandonment or lack of, I don't know, whatever. I'm going to use the word abandonment. It's something that did make them question themselves and did give them this sense of defeat. But I feel like this person's really been working on like their sense of self and like their sense of courage. And I think honestly, this person feels like, you know what they feel like? They feel that this is sort of a childhood wound for them, because there's something familiar to this person about the connection with you. And I feel like that's why we might have the devil here, is like this might be a karmic relationship. But I feel like this person maybe felt from their family that they didn't fully believe in them, or like they might have been really harsh on them or judgmental. And so I feel like they've had a home environment that made this person feel weaker. Like, I feel like their home environment made them feel small, in order to not be abandoned. And so I feel like this person feels like the dynamic with you was one where they had to be small in order to not be judged or like not be abandoned. Yeah. So I feel like this person, and like this is just like hard to say, because it's like I think this person really felt like disempowered by this connection and made them feel like they didn't have as much. And you guys probably didn't want them to feel this way. It's just the way that it played out, because there are childhood wounds from this, and it might be helpful for you guys to understand that. But yeah, this person almost was made to feel like their ideas weren't as good as yours, or like I feel like they felt judged in this connection. And it's coming through as their inner child with the Page of Wands here, where it's like I feel like they would be enthusiastic about something, or it's like they have certain things that make them excited and happy, and I feel like they almost, like, it's actually sad. I just think that they feel that you're not as happy for them, or you have to judge everything they do, or like kind of just like your sense of what you think is best and true. And it's this King of Swords in reverse energy. They see you as the King of Swords in reverse, which can be like a very sort of like someone that acts like intellectually superior, or like my ideas are very right, like almost laughs at something that's different, and may even have a hard time with other people's success or other people being right in a way. And so I feel like this person grew up in an environment like that, and so they honestly feel like they had to protect themselves from energies like this. Yeah. Okay, if you guys feel that you are the person that I just talked about, another way I could read into this is very much like that person. See, this is a hard reading to do because I don't want to offend anyone, but I am just picking up that the other side of this, and this could be a hard listen if you guys do feel like you're the ones that maybe like didn't put the time of day in with this person, or didn't really prioritize them. If you guys are that person that was not prioritized, then I would say that the way that your person thinks and feels about you is an energy of they struggle with the fear of abandonment. And so or rejection, especially, like this person struggles with the fear of rejection. And so they have this like really strong stance when it comes to what they perceive as right and wrong. And it's very much rooted in their truth. And so I think this person has a hard time with other people's truths or anything that conflicts with their ego and their way of seeing things. And I don't even think they are aware of it's on a very egoic level. And so I don't think this person is super aware of it. And I feel like this could have came from either way. I think each person might have had sort of a similar upbringing, because I'm getting an energy here where it's like, it feels like this dynamic is one where one person has abandoned their inner child and grown an ego space around that. And the other person has had a similar childhood experience, but they still embody they are still in touch with their inner child. And so I feel like the person that maybe wanted this connection more and was more in touch with their emotions might have felt very dismissed by this person, because this person was actually dismissing their own inner child in a way where it's like this person has shoved down their own sense of like fun and adventure and cool ideas and being inventive and just silly almost. Like I feel like there's this energy of, oh, everything has to be so serious in a way, or, you know, just like negative or cynical in a sense. I feel like there's this optimistic other person that triggers this other person because they don't embody that within themselves. And so I feel like they almost get this cringe or lack of acceptance for the other person, but it's really just a reflection of their own lack of acceptance of self. And so I feel like it's almost like one person is another person's shadow self, or the self that they have deemed as unacceptable for them. And it's like there's a connection there, because deep down though, this person cares a lot. Like the person that didn't prioritize the connection or just was dismissive of the other person, that person truly does care. Yeah, and so I'm hearing that this is a lack of understanding around what strength really is. And so I feel that both of these people were shown a kind of strength that's more aggressive and sort of like animalistic, or it's like lashing out or just like proving by force your strength. But true strength is about compassion and kindness and coming from a place that's in touch with the heart. And so I feel like someone here, the person that did not prioritize the situation, sees it through this strength in reverse energy. And so they may even have this energy of seeing kindness as weakness, or wanting to like scoff at, or just like be superior to. It's almost like a bullying energy. This is giving like a bully energy, because it's like the reason, but it's giving like Helga from Hey Arnold. It's like you act on the surface like that person's so stupid, or like you hate them, or like blah blah blah. Not that you hate them, but you just like or think they're just so lame and blah blah. But then behind closed doors, there's like a shrine of the person, and they're actually so in love with them, but they can never admit that to anyone, because that would be them having to understand like their own shadow self, and that would be them having to see this own part of them within themselves. It's like if they like that, it's almost like a part of them. And so there's just this inner conflict that actually goes on more with the person that rejects the other one. And I think this is a trauma bond, because each of you guys do have the same experience though. And so I do really feel though that one person has rise to the occasion. And although they had been shown the kind of strength where it's about oppressing others, or, you know, building yourself up off of other people's downfall, or building yourself up off of other people's weakness, or, you know, make you feel better because you made someone else feel bad, you know, like that kind of energy. And I just heard a certain like quote that's like from one of my oracle books, and it says something about like those who destroy others are strong, like those that destroy themselves are even better, essentially. And so I feel like there's one person here who's in competition with themselves, and they've learned to build themselves up with self-love and compassion. And then there's another person here who desperately needs that within themselves, desperately needs to be kinder to themselves, desperately needs to understand that it's not about winning all the time, or it's not about coming off on top with like the Five of Swords here, you know. And so it's really about this Five of Swords card, because it's like this energy of you versus me, and strength being like something where you almost like conquer the other person, and it's like whoever comes out on top, right? And I feel like when people have acted this way towards us, we then feel insecure within ourselves. And then from that point on, when that happens, when we feel insecure within ourselves, we either are going to keep the cycle going and treat other people this way, or we're going to transmute the energy and insecurities through self-love and compassion and strength. You know? So it's kind of like there's one person here who's just so clearly evolved and so incredible, that Empress energy that came through. And there's another person here that, and I think that person has a lot of empathy for the other person who's critical. And I think that's what's so, it's almost, it's sad, because I feel like the Empress has so much love for this King of Swords in reverse, because they don't have the same wounds. So it's all, or they have the same wounds, but they don't have an ego around those wounds. They've gone the other way with it. So it's like, whereas someone would really hate someone who is going to be super judgmental, and this might help you guys, especially if you guys feel like you're the Empress and you're just like, why, even though this person's like sucks, why do I still feel so much love for them? Like, why do I still feel compassion and just like wanting things to be better? Like, why do I still hold on to it? Even though I know that I know this person doesn't treat me at my value. On one level, there is this sense of it being a trauma bond where like, maybe at first when you met this person, there could have been a part, and now I'm speaking to the Empress figures, the people who, you know, maybe kept going back to a situation that wasn't good for them, or someone that didn't treat them well, because originally we do want to re-experience that childhood trauma. We look for, we naturally attract situations that are going to trigger the same wounds. However, there always was a compassion and love that I think that the Empress person had for the other person. And I think that was the root of it, is that there was this feeling of like a certain way if you decide to, let's say you've gone through something and you decide that instead of continuing the cycle and harming others, you decide to have compassion for other people. You become this person that's outward facing with your compassion, where you hadn't learned how to give that to yourself, but you knew how to give it to other people. And that's something this other person doesn't know how to give compassion to other people, so they don't know how to give compassion. It's not compassion with themselves, it's more like a sense of righteousness. But anyways, what I'm getting at here is that when we initially meet someone that triggers those initial wounds of like abandonment or whatever it is that we have insecure within us, we can attract that externally. And that's why it's the devil tie, because it's a trauma bond. It's a karmic situation where it's like it re-triggers all of your family stuff. So it's like, as a child, we were maybe talked to in a way or judged from a parent, but we had so much love for that parent. And so it creates this desperate need to attach, you know, and despite the fact that we're being treated poorly. And so that's why if someone's wondering on that side, why did I feel so attached to this person? It's because it's mirroring that dynamic that you had with your family. If it's the other person asking that, it's because this is a call to, it's actually a good thing if the King of Swords in reverse person, the person that didn't prioritize this, if you guys are looking back at your behavior and going, why didn't I prioritize this amazing human being? That is actually a really good sign that you are ready to grow within yourself. And there's a reason why you can't let go of it, because it's karma, number one, because that experience holds a key to your inner healing. So this person, like if you guys are the person that feels that you didn't treat this person super well, it's not about punishment for you. It's not about, oh, like you deserve to suffer now. It's that you've already suffered. You're already suffering. You've already probably gotten what's coming to you. You know, it's not about that. It's more just to see that beyond that aspect of everything, if you can go a layer deeper and understand that you actually have love for this person, that you admire this person, that you want to be like this person, that you want to be with this person, that's starting to heal your inner child, because then you can start embracing those things within yourself again that you've abandoned, if you're that person. So if you're feeling, it's actually not as much about each of these people, because this is a very karmic connection. It's very likely that the Empress figure was sent on a journey of self-love and learning to have boundaries, learning to understand how they need to be treated, despite having compassion for people, despite having love for them. Learning to balance out self-love and love for other is like, and so they've probably been doing that. And so, you know, it's a journey to that. And so there's going to be time periods where you're really high in that. And then sometimes you might fall back, and we can quickly want to go back to something that we know presses our pain wounds if we're in a lower vibration sometimes. It's just understanding that the journey of healing is not linear, and it has like little relapses, but on the whole, we're still going to a higher trajectory. And yeah, I'm just trying to really think. Maybe both of you guys are at this reading. I don't know. But either way, this is help. The reason why it's hard to let go of this is because it triggers and it helps heal wounds from childhood and abandonment wounds in different ways for each person. The King of Swords in reverse person is meant to learn, is meant to go back in time and see where they went wrong, and see where they built up this shell, see where they abandoned themselves, see where they felt so much shame within themselves. Why did they feel that? Re-loving themselves is the solution. Like letting go, or actually working on that part of them that this person triggers. Because when they're being dismissive to them, that is just a reflection of their own work, their own hatred to themselves, truly. So yeah, I mean, I hope that was straightforward enough. I'm curious to see what oracle cards will come out. You know, for the extended reading, let's get a channeled message from each person in this dynamic. So regardless of who you are, I will channel a message from each side of it, and I will get guidance for each side of the equation here. We'll also be pulling message cards. And then we can look at, is there any potential in the connection for the future? What's the next best action for each of you? So like if you guys are the person that maybe can't let go of this person that treated them badly in the past, I'll look at what your next best action is. Like, should you reach out to them, or like, what is your best thing to do? And same for the other person. Like what's in everyone's highest good here? So what next action makes the most sense to take? Yeah. Okay, let's get a couple of oracle cards here though. Can we clarify this energy? Yeah, we have happy family. Again, there's a lot of family. This connection is very rich in lessons that in revealing what is blocking us from creating like the 10 of Cups is what I'm getting. I feel like this is very related to the 10 of Cups. And I feel like this connection really brought up a lot of family wounds. And because of that, it's an opportunity to heal those family wounds. But I also do feel that this is the focus for the Empress figure, is not repeating the same things. We have 6th chakra here in reverse. What else? We have the Thinking Woman. We have Healer of the Ages. Adjacent possibilities. Yeah. So I'm not going to lie. I do feel like a lot of you guys could be the person that maybe feels like you really care about someone that is from the past and you didn't put the energy in, I guess, or you didn't see the value of it until later on. I'm getting here that this person, they are very, something that's happened with them is they very much leveled up within their own mind. And the song, what's it called? Oh my gosh. It's so perfect for the situation. The hardest part. And the song is just essentially about the hardest part of a situation being a person realizing that their heart is no longer invested in them. And there's just this one line that says, like, I used to hold your opinion so highly, but I think it's time I made some for myself. And so it's really about this journey of self-love and moving away from repeating the same past from childhood. Like this, your person is very focused on that. The feminine in this energy is very focused on seeing beyond the past and creating a new reality. And this person has been very focused on their healing. They're very protective of that. And with adjacent possibilities, yeah, they're just seeing that it doesn't have to be the same. Either way, though, Spirit's just saying that the purpose of this connection is pretty deep. It has a lot to unpack. So I hope this has made sense to you guys, but it is an opportunity to heal the deeper issues at hand. This could be a spiritual connection as well. Yeah, there's a lot of lessons in this connection. So hopefully that helped you guys. I'm gonna get a little more clarity to see what each of you guys would say to the other person. We can get you what the next best action is going to be, and then just guidance for each party. So I'll have that linked down below if you guys are interested in joining me there. But if you guys found this helpful, I know it's just a little confusing, but I felt really called to speak about it both ways in case either person was there. Hopefully you guys were able to follow it. And anyways, if you enjoyed it, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment, I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more readings, and I'll take it into the extended for those of you that are joining me. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Moonchild Tarot and this black obsidian point, this is going to be your reading where we're going to be looking at how a person that you are currently in minimal to no contact with is currently thinking and feeling about you. So we're going to start off with an energy check-in to see how you would describe the situation to me so I can find out where you guys are at, and then hopefully that will give you a better idea of whether or not this sounds like your pile and it sounds like the person that you have on your mind. If it doesn't resonate, I would check out another pile, but definitely don't force anything to fit if it doesn't feel like your situation. There will also be an extended reading. I'm going to be figuring out what we're going to go into as we go along based on what comes through. So if you guys really feel like it resonates, definitely check that out. Okay, how is pile number 3 thinking and feeling about this person? Okay, we have the Hierophant. the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. Then we have Divine Wisdom here in reverse. This is an extra card from this deck. Quick clarify the Hierophant. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Quick clarify the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Quick clarify the Two of Pentacles. We have the Empress. Quick clarify Divine Wisdom. King of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Star. Okay. So, with the Hierophant coming out with the Queen of Pentacles, well, first off, there could be Taurus energy. You guys might have Taurus in your chart. But if not, it's just coming through with a very Venusian kind of an energy. And so I do feel like you still have a lot of love for this person. But you may feel like this person is not in touch with a higher power, or it's almost like their connection to the divine is cut off right now. And I feel like there's this energy of your guys' priorities, you and this person, being different or not being on the same page when it comes to your values and what you guys want to prioritize in your life. And I feel that with the Eight of Wands, there may have just recently been a need to slow down, or it's almost like things didn't progress as you were hoping, and this could be on the level of commitment. It could just be this feeling that things were going really well, but then at some point the progress was completely stalled, or things just didn't progress as you would want. And you may even be feeling like you still want things to move forward with this person, but it is taking a while. And there's almost this energy of you don't know whether or not you should release this person and this connection. I feel like you guys don't know if you should prioritize this connection or like wait for it. With the Star here, I feel like there is hope, or you have hope that this person can find the healing that they need. And it could be that you feel that this person is feeling lost or just out of touch with themselves. And with the King of Cups in reverse, it can be an energy of having a lot of repressed emotions and the impact that unprocessed trauma or pain, whatever, is causing blockages with this person and their emotional expression. And so there's this feeling of hoping that this person is able to find the healing that they need. And there's also this feeling of wondering if this person is meant to be on your path, with the Star here, because this is also Aquarius energy. And so I feel like you guys are on your North Node. You guys are on your highest path right now. And I don't think you guys want to jeopardize that. But you do feel like you're in the stage of, should I release this, or is there still hope in this situation? Is this person going to heal? Are they going to align with me and where I am? Okay, so how is this person currently thinking and feeling about pile number 3? I do feel like you have a lot of love for this person. And it's almost this feeling, it feels that you guys are very spiritual in nature, and there's this feeling of almost really praying for this person or just wanting to believe in people's highest good, or wanting to believe that people can transform. And yeah, it's almost this energy of hoping that the divine comes through, or that this person chooses a higher path. Okay, so for pile number 3, how is their person? Okay, we have the 7 of Swords coming out in reverse. How is their person currently thinking and feeling about them? We have the Fool. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Can we clarify the 7 of Swords in reverse? We have Strength in reverse. Can we clarify the Fool? 4 of Cups. Can we clarify the 3 of Cups? 2 of Pentacles, Moon in reverse. Can we clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? With the 3 of Wands. And then the Ace of Pentacles in reverse at the back of the deck. Okay. I feel like, as of right now, your person maybe feels like they weren't completely honest with you or with themselves when it came to this situation. With Strength in reverse, there's almost a feeling here that they may have been acting from a place of ego, and I'm hearing it bit them in the ass is what I'm hearing, but that's interesting. But with the Ace of Pentacles here, it feels like a missed opportunity with you. This person is thinking of you as a missed opportunity. There is a sense of your person feeling like the truth has come out, or there's this feeling of not wanting you to see where they're really at right now. I feel like there's almost this feeling of this person having tried to come through toward you in this energy of being maybe like everything in their life is good, or like their life is very exciting, and you know, they have like they're kind of baggage free, or they're very happy with themselves. It's almost like they tried to come off like that toward you. And they maybe even tried to come off like they have like their life together, or, you know, things could progress, that they were in a position to fulfill expectations here. Like it just feels like they didn't want you to see a side of them with the 3 of Cups here. Like I feel like there is sort of a lighthearted, non-committal, not super empowered energy. And I even feel like with the 3 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's almost like this person maybe feels like they made it seem almost like they were in the Wheel of Fortune upright. Like everything's going good in their life. They're super optimistic. They have a lot coming in for them. Like they're in this place of expansion. It's almost like that's what they tried to make it seem like. But I feel that because they didn't want to miss the opportunity with you is what I'm getting. But I feel like then it caused them to be inauthentic toward you, because truthfully, I don't think this person was ready to take this opportunity, like with the 4 of Cups here. Like I think that maybe it's almost this energy of I should have from the start been honest about where I'm at, but I just didn't want to miss out on the opportunity. So I feel like I jumped toward it and underestimated, you know, what would have to go into it, or I underestimated the seriousness of it in a way, or like I almost was taking it very lightheartedly, and I wasn't really seeing that there could be consequences in the situation. Let's get some clarifiers here. we clarify the Three of Cups? The Knight of Cups. Yeah, okay. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and then the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person, there's this energy here of them seeming like they're in this place where they're more emotionally in touch with themselves. There's this feeling of them wanting to have been on your level, or wanting, it's like they wanted you to prioritize them. They wanted to seem like you could build with them. So it just feels like this person was very concerned with how you were viewing them. And so it may have led this person to not be completely honest or not show you certain flaws of theirs. And there may be certain things in this person's life that they're not happy with, or there's like a lack of truth in this person's life emotionally. And I feel like this person has been lying to themselves about certain situations, especially with the Eight of Cups here. It's this feeling of they're not really in this position where they face the fear of having to sacrifice certain things in their life in order to go after what they want. So it's like there's a feeling here of them almost wanting to seem like they don't have baggage, or there's like almost like they tried to seem like they're more free, like there was more freedom that they had to go after what they want, and like they didn't have any blockages. But it feels like that wasn't, I feel like there's a lot of things in this person's life that they actually aren't looking at clearly, and that they maybe didn't want to face. There's a sense of denial here, like a feeling of denial about the truth of their life, where they're at, how prepared they were for this connection. Yeah. Can we clarify the Fool with the Seven of Cups here? Yeah, like this energy of the Four of Cups versus the Seven of Cups. It's like one of them is an energy where you have all these opportunities around you. It's like they want it to seem like they're very abundant, that they're open to exploring different options, that they were optimistic, that they wanted to see where things would go, even if they didn't know what it was going to be. Can we clarify the Four of Cups? Yeah, we have the Sun here in reverse. Yeah, it's like there's this depression energy coming through, where it's like they were trying to make light of something or making everything seem brighter than it was. But I feel like there actually is a lack of optimism and excitement in this person's life. Okay, so, and how are they feeling now? How are they currently feeling then towards pile number 3? Yeah, we have the Tower in reverse. Like this person feels like, you know, the truth is coming out, or it's like it's this feeling of it's like they wanted to preserve this falsehood for as long as possible. Yeah, there's just this feeling that this was a relationship that was built on a tower, and it's like this person feels like there's no more avoiding the truth of where they're at, because I feel like with the way this person feels is that they feel like it's a facade. They feel like you maybe are aware of this now, or they just feel like the jig is up, is kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords here. Six of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this person is almost hiding from you, or not. They feel like they've disappointed you. And they may feel like you have some sort of like negative message for them or something, or like they might be avoiding accountability here. And so how are they feeling towards pile number 3, Spirit? What are their current thoughts and feelings? Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's this feeling here that they jumped in too quickly, or they came across as very determined and confident, but it's like without really thinking things through before they acted. And I feel like with the Six of Swords in reverse, this person is a lot more, it's like their baggage is catching up with them. It's slowing them down. And it's like this person almost didn't want to deal with this baggage, or they maybe felt that they could run away from it. Like with the Knight of Swords, like I feel like this person is running away from their baggage. Can we clarify the Knight of Swords? Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. Yeah, there's just this feeling that they wanted to rush ahead towards some kind of an ideal without doing the work that they needed to do, without doing the releasing and letting go of things that don't serve them in their life, letting go of like toxic things. It's like they wanted to not have to go through that step. And so it's like this person wanted to take a shortcut is what I'm feeling. Let's get some oracle cards. They feel like it's over though. They really do feel that I feel like this person even feels like they're maybe deserving of negative karma right now. This person might feel like they're getting negative karma for this, for the way that they've acted. They might feel like you also are not interested in them. Like they may feel like they don't even want to bother you, or they may feel like you have other options and why would you want them? They may feel like you really thought you were going to get something else, like with the Seven of Cups here, where it's like you thought this was one thing and then you kind of saw what's actually in the cup and it's something that was not what you expected. And so I feel like there's just this feeling of this person imagining that you're probably disinterested. Can we clarify how pile number 1's person is currently thinking and feeling? Okay, we have TikTok here in reverse. We have All That Glitters. We have a leg up. How is pile number 3's person honestly thinking and feeling? We have building blocks. Yeah, exactly like with the All That Glitters. This person almost feels like they ran out of time to... It feels like this person was on borrowed time or borrowed... This is what I'm getting. It's like this person knew that they were not in a position to build a solid foundation with you and to be a supportive, someone that is able to give support. Like they were not in a position for that, but they may have felt like they would lose their chance if they didn't go for it. And so there's a feeling of Cinderella coming through. Or any movie where someone has until midnight before that they turn back into like whatever form they had. Ooh, you know what this just gave me? The Princess and the Frog. Yeah, the Princess and the Frog is coming through so strong for this. And it's like you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy, like you're working super hard, and this person wanted to be a prince for you, but deep down they were a frog. And the time ran out for them to actually become worthy of you and become a prince. And I feel think that this person feels like you don't want to have to support them, or that you are now actually looking at them like time's up, or that, you know, this wasn't what I thought it was. All that glitters isn't gold. Like there's an energy of in the guidebook, it literally says, stop whatever you're contemplating right now. There's like something rotten beneath this thin veneer of gold. And so this person feels like they've like you see through it now. There's a sense of depression and a sense of like, I failed, or like my dreams can't come true now. Yeah, they feel like they've already messed everything up. For the extended reading, I want to look at what is behind the mask, what is behind, like, what were they not being super honest about? I also want to see what they would say to you if they were being completely honest with you. And then we'll get guidance for you on this person, this situation. All right. What are pile number 3's honest thoughts and feelings? Pile number 3's person's honest thoughts and feelings towards them. Yeah, we have women holding a coin. They see you as so valuable, and yeah, patience in reverse. Like, I feel like this person feels like you're not going to wait for them, or they've run out of time. And it's like you're standing in your value. I feel like this person thinks that you don't see them as like a solid partner, a solid option. Yeah, we have Angel of Strength. We have the World. Yeah, that you have a world of possibilities in front of you, and they don't feel like you need them. We have the 6th chakra. Appreciation. Storm warning. This person feels like you're just going to be able to move past this, and that you aren't in this energy of, you see all of these different possibilities, and this person, they don't think that you're going to stay and wait around, or that you need them, or that you're not going to be able to handle this yourself. Like, this person sees you as very high value. This person looks the same here with the appreciation woman holding a coin. They maybe even felt like they didn't appreciate you, or they might think that you think that they didn't appreciate you. They feel like you're looking beyond the situation. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you guys. I'm going to take it into the extended now. I'll have it linked down below if you guys want to join me. Other than that, if you guys found this reading helpful, I hope you guys found it helpful, but make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment. I really appreciate those of you that do interact with my channel. Thank you for that. And if you want to see more pick a card readings, don't forget to subscribe. Other than that, it's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon.